What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. So, yeah, who's surprised by this headline right here on the direct? You guys see this headline? None of us are surprised. We've been talking about it for months and months, years and years in regards to Disney Plus, Disney generally. And yeah, so none of this is shocking, okay? Because Disney makes terrible, sucky content right now. Nobody likes what Disney makes. It's woke, it's garbage, it's, full of identity politics and general nonsense. Nobody wants to see this, So yeah, Disney Plus is going to suffer drops in popularity versus competing streaming services. Okay. And people are like, oh my God, Disney has Marvel, Disney has Star Wars, Lucasfilm, blah, blah, blah. You name it. Okay. Pixar, how is it possible that they could be suffering a drop in popularity? Those are some of the biggest iconic franchises of all time. Well, the problem is when you get woke, you go broke. When you decide that you're going to just throw your hat in the ring, you're not going to listen to fans at all, okay? You're not going to pay any attention to the fans and the feedback. You're just going to call everybody toxic. You're going to say, oh, no, you guys are just racist, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, here you go. Here you go. A drop in popularity amongst all the streaming services when you should be the big game in town, okay? You should be the big bully on the block. And you can't pull it off because you've been listening to all of these woke employees that you got. Listen to the fans and you won't go wrong, okay? I've been saying that for years. Listen to the fans, all right? But they won't do it, so here we go. Let's go ahead and check out this article. This won't take long. Disney Plus has seen a drop in popularity when compared to other competing streaming services. After a nearly 2-year period of sustained growth on the platform, Disney, along with the rest of the streaming industry, has hit a bit of a plateau subscriber-wise as of late. That's something we all expected, all right? Everybody can't have every streaming service. Eventually, there was going to be a saturation point where all of these guys are just going to kind of top out, and it's like, oh, shoot, we've hit the number of people that are willing to subscribe to a service. We've had complete market saturation. Okay, so who's going to win and who's going to lose? That's basically what we were going to get to at some point in time or another. This comes as rampant spending in recent years without nearly enough return has made streaming stakeholders reevaluate their strategy, including Disney itself. But while other streaming platforms have seemingly weathered some of the storm, going through content purges without taking too much of a hit, the same cannot be said for Disney Plus. Yeah, you guys know they've been purging content off, okay? Trying to save some money. They've been purging content off the platform. We've talked about Willow, okay? How they just had to get that thing completely off the platform. I'll link that video above if you didn't see that. We discussed that before. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing any good, and now they're losing popularity. So according to the new data from Just Watch, Disney Plus has suffered a drop in popularity in the United States, making it the 4th biggest streaming service in the region. That's absolutely incredible, man. The number 4 out of the big 4, it's number 4. Disney streaming platform now has a 13% market share after falling behind the newly relaunched Max service from Warner Brothers. This comes after 4 straight months of market share loss for Disney, making it and the Disney-owned Hulu the only 2 with negative market share momentum headed into the second half of the year. Prime Video remains at the top of the crop stateside, with Netflix coming up behind, close with second with 20%. So here we go. Here's the list. All right, you can see Amazon Prime number 1, Netflix 2, HBO Max, now Max 3, and then Disney Plus is 4th. 4th. All right, again, we're talking about Marvel. We're talking about Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Indiana Jones, all of those properties, okay? We're talking about Pixar and the entire catalog of Disney content. And this is where they are. I mean, think about that, folks. All of those billion-dollar movies that they always was cranking out. What happened? How come everybody's tuning out? Well, see, the problem is that when you have a streaming service and you don't have anything on it that's interesting to watch that people are clinging to, right? Like The Mandalorian. I was saying a long time ago that they should have been dropping The Mandalorian 1 a year, okay? Every holiday season, you got a Mandalorian episode that's coming out, okay? And then you could do something different with all of your other stuff, the Marvel or whatever. But you got to have something that people want to watch. And number 1, it has to be constant and consistent. And number 2, it has to be good. All right? And you saw what happened with Mando Season 3. Mando Season 3 was an absolute disaster. And people have checked out. And everybody's saying, oh, Mando Season 3 was all right. Mando Season 3 was good. I liked it. Okay. Well, again, the viewership numbers don't lie. All right? It was down. It was a downward arc. And nobody's checking for it. Just like nobody is checking for this Secret Invasions series right now. Nobody's interested in it. Nobody's talking about it. When you have a streaming service, you need a Game of Thrones. You need something that people are going to be talking about week after week after week, okay? A House of the Dragon, you know, something that people are going to be coming back to and talking about and watching. You need shows like that. You know, Amazon Prime does a decent enough job, you know, cranking out some decent shows. Not all of their shows are good, but it does a better job than Disney Plus for sure, all right? And now you got HBO Max, who has a big catalog of movies, and, you know, people are just not interested in what Disney has to offer. Even though it has these big, major franchises, they just ain't interested in it. What is happening to Disney? Well, we already know. They got woke, okay? They got woke, they suck, they stopped making good content, so, you know, hey, you get what you get. It is fascinating to see this slow and steady decline of market share for Disney Plus after the service rode such positive momentum for so long following its 2019 launch. The service is currently sitting at 161 million subscribers worldwide. This marked a 1.68% drop from the previous quarter, a drop of about 4 million subscribers, and the second straight quarter where a loss was suffered. Again, 2 straight quarters of losing subscribers can't be good. All right, for a streaming service, when the market is already saturated, you need to hold on tight. For every subscriber you got, they are losing them. They're losing them left and right. And again, the content sucks. It's a content problem that Disney doesn't want to recognize. You got woke. You started making whack content that nobody cares about, nobody's interested in. You've destroyed the 2 biggest franchises you own, all right, with Star Wars and with Marvel. You've absolutely wrecked those. And it's Kathleen Kennedy still got a job, you know? Kevin Feige at least bought some equity, you know? What has Kathleen Kennedy bought? Nothing. But yet she still has a job and they won't get this woman up out of here. Okay, well, you're just going to keep losing subscribers. I hope you like it. This comes amid a bit of a content struggle, yeah, for Disney and its streamer. Fan favorite series The Mandalorian, something that was once the killer app on this service, returned for its 3rd season this past March, but was met with what? Middling reviews and lackluster reception. Nobody was checking for this thing. Nobody was checking for this. So again, Disney, they're just blind, okay? They don't want to listen to the fans, okay? You listen to the fans, you can't go wrong. They don't want to listen to the fans, okay? You get what you get. Even on the blockbuster side of Disney Plus, things have not been going as planned. While one of the major selling points of the streamer was being the home of Disney's big screen fare, it is hard to get subscribers excited about said movies like Ant-Man and the Wasp when they are also not hitting a head-turning critical mark. Yeah, nobody's coming for Ant-Man and the Wasp, all right? I think when Guardians hits, you know, people will be checking for that. Nobody's going to be looking for The Little Mermaid. Nobody's going to care. All right. That's what the problem is. Nobody's going to the theaters to watch this stuff. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is going to flop. Elemental is going to be another flop. Flop, 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 flop. Why would I pay? If I'm not going to go see this in the theater, well, maybe I might catch it on Disney Plus. But the honest thing is, if I wasn't interested enough to go see it in the theater, how much do I really want to get this streaming service just to watch this movie that I really don't care about? I don't. So therefore, it's just going to keep going in this direction. And all of this comes as one of Disney Plus's biggest competitors, Warner Brothers, has prepared and launched its newly rebranded Max service, a streamer that combined the beloved catalog of HBO Max and the massively popular Discovery properties. Hopefully Disney rejigs its streaming strategy. Look, guys. It's not the streaming strategy that Disney needs to rejig, okay? No, it's the content. Disney has a content problem, and this spills over to every aspect of their business. Check this out. Wall Street Journal, Disney World hasn't felt this empty in years. See, all of this negative, bad content, it eventually spills over to the parks. Because why do we go to the parks? Because we want to see those characters that we saw on film and television come to life. Oh, I can walk right up and say hi to Mickey Mouse or whatever. And so when you have bad Star Wars, nobody's going to be coming to check for Star Wars land. Why would I go to Galaxy's Edge if it's bad Star Wars that I don't like? All right. Same thing with Marvel. Why would I go and see Marvel? Oh, I already saw Marvel. That stuff is cool, but that's old and done with. So people want the fresh, the new, what's happening, what's exciting now. That's why Epic Universe is going to kick Disney World's ass. I'm telling y'all that right now. Epic Universe. People aren't believing me when I keep telling people this. Epic Universe, when that thing opens up in a couple of years, it is absolutely going to kick Disney World's ass because Disney World is not ready for it. All right. They're going to have so many different franchises that are popular right now. Nintendo, Harry Potter, How to Train a Dragon. It's going to have all of that stuff. I did a little quick review of that. I'll link that above if you didn't catch that. But Epic Universe is just going to wipe the floor with Disney. And again, it comes right back to the content. If I'm excited about your content, oh, I want to go to Disney World and I want to bring my kids and my kids are excited about it. But if the kids ain't checking for it, the parents ain't checking for it, nobody cares. All right. And that's basically where Disney is finding itself. You get woke, you go broke. We've been talking about it. We've been preaching it, but they don't listen it. And so, yep, here we go. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? I think Disney is just going to keep going down this downward spiral into the abyss until they finally get their heads out of their asses, figure out, okay, we got to start straightening up our content. That's job one. Fire all of these idiots making bad content, bring in some real content, folks, and then we can get back on track. But I don't think they'll ever do it, okay, until they just completely bottom out. But you guys go ahead, jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.